Today, we're diving into one of the most common and confusing car problems, the alternator. If your car is acting strange, stalling, or your battery keeps dying, it might not be the battery itself. The alternator is what keeps your battery charged and powers your car's electrical systems while you drive. When it starts to fail, your vehicle will throw out some clear and not so clear warning signs. In this video, I'll walk you through 9 symptoms of a bad alternator that every driver should know. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more car maintenance tips. Now, let's jump right in. Number 1. Dim or flickering headlights. Have you noticed your headlights dimming or flickering, especially when you're idling or using other electronics like the radio or AC? That could be a cry for help from your alternator. Your alternator powers the electrical system while the engine runs. And when it starts to fail, it can't keep up. The result? Not enough juice to go around. Headlights are usually the first to show this because they draw constant power. You might also see the interior lights acting up. These little hints are your car's way of saying, hey, something's not right under the hood. It's easy to brush this off, but ignoring it can lead to bigger electrical problems. So next time your lights flicker like a haunted house, think alternator. A multimeter test can confirm it. But trust your instincts, if something feels off, it probably is. Number 2. Battery keeps dying. Sure, a dead battery can be just, well, a dead battery. But if you've replaced it recently and it still keeps dying, your alternator might be the real villain. The alternator charges the battery while the engine runs. If it's weak or faulty, the battery doesn't get the power it needs to recharge. It's like plugging your phone into a broken charger. No matter how long you wait, it's still dead. You might get lucky with a jump start once or twice, but eventually, even that won't help. One clear clue: your car dies shortly after a jump. If this happens repeatedly, check the alternator before buying another new battery. Otherwise, you're just treating the symptom, not the cause. This issue is more common than you'd think, and many people waste money changing batteries instead of fixing the alternator. Number 3. Strange noises. Have you heard a grinding or whining noise coming from the front of your engine? That could be your alternator bearing going bad. The alternator has moving parts, mainly a rotor that spins using a belt. When those internal components start to wear out, they can make all sorts of odd noises. It might sound like metal scraping or a high-pitched whine that changes with engine speed. This symptom often shows up before a complete alternator failure. It's not always super loud, but once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Listen with the hood open while someone revs the engine. If the noise seems to come from the alternator area, it's time to get it checked. Ignoring it could lead to a broken belt or worse. And trust me, a quiet ride is a happy ride, especially under the hood. Number 4. Warning lights on dashboard. That little red battery icon on your dashboard isn't just for show, it's your car's way of giving you a heads up. When it lights up while you're driving, it usually means the charging system isn't doing its job. Many drivers mistake this for a battery problem, but more often, it's actually the alternator. It might still be working a bit, just not enough to fully charge the battery or run all your electronics. The warning light might flicker at first or only appear under certain conditions, like when using the AC, headlights, or stereo. Don't ignore it. This light is like your car waving a red flag at you. Take it to a mechanic or use an OBD scanner to check for fault codes. It's better to fix a small alternator issue now than get stuck on the roadside later. A warning light is a gift, don't return it unopened. Number 5. Electrical failures. Your power windows moving slowly, radio shutting off randomly, or dashboard acting glitchy. That's another red flag. When the alternator is weak, there's not enough power to go around, and the car starts making choices, turning off non-essential features to conserve power. You might notice your wipers slow down or your heated seats stop working. This doesn't mean each component is broken, it means the power supply is weak. If you've got multiple electrical gremlins at once, don't panic, it's likely just one culprit, the alternator. Cars today are basically rolling computers. They need a strong, steady stream of electricity. So when things get weird inside the cabin, it's often because the alternator can't keep up. Catch it early, and you can avoid expensive electrical repairs down the road. Number 6. Engine stalling or hard starts. If your car cranks slowly or stalls while driving, you might not think alternator right away, but you should. A dying alternator can't provide consistent power to the engine spark plugs and fuel system. Without proper voltage, your engine may misfire, hesitate, or stall. Altogether, starting the car might feel like a struggle. It cranks a few times, hesitates, then finally fires up. Or doesn't at all. That's because your battery is doing all the work without any help from the alternator. In the worst-case scenario, your car could just shut off while driving, scary and dangerous. This symptom is a serious one, and you shouldn't ignore it. If your car behaves like it's out of breath, think of the alternator as the lungs. No power, no performance. Get it checked as soon as possible. Number 7. Burning rubber or electrical smell. Smell something burning when you're driving or idling. That could be a warning sign from your alternator. When it's overworked or malfunctioning, the internal wiring or belt can overheat, creating a hot, rubbery, or electrical burning smell. The alternator has to handle a lot of current. And if something goes wrong, like a failing bearing or loose connection, it generates excess heat. This isn't just annoying, it's dangerous. It could lead to melted wires, blown fuses, or even a fire in extreme cases. Don't wait for visible smoke. If something smells off, shut off the engine and check under the hood. A qualified mechanic can run a quick inspection. This symptom is often ignored until it causes serious damage. But your nose knows, if you smell trouble, act fast. Number 8. Dead car while driving. Here's the worst-case scenario, your car just dies while you're driving. No warning, no sputtering, just a sudden shutdown. This usually happens when the alternator finally gives out and the battery runs out of juice. At this point, there's not enough power to keep the engine, lights, or any electronics running. It's not just inconvenient, it can be dangerous, especially on the highway. That's why it's so important to recognize the earlier signs we've discussed. Once your car is completely dead, you'll need a tow and possibly a replacement battery and alternator. So if your car shows any mix of the previous symptoms, don't wait for this moment to confirm the problem. Get it checked before you're stranded. And there you have it, 9 signs your car's alternator might be going bad. If you notice one or more of these symptoms, it's a smart move to have your alternator tested by a mechanic or auto parts store. Replacing it early can save you time, money, and a whole lot of stress. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more car tips just like this one. Got a car issue you'd like explained? Drop it in the comments and I'll cover it in a future video. Thanks for watching.